Welcome back everyone, Nash here from Rathbone Manor once again. Okay, so what have I got here today then? It is the multifunctional hand toolkit that I purchased from GearBest. Looks interesting, doesn't it? What does it do then? Well, for a start, it's a little screwdriver, ratchet screwdriver, so you can do it in either direction or you can lock it completely. The bits for the screwdriver are contained within the handle, look. We've got a number of screwdriver bits, sockets and an adapter. It's also got a bottle opener here, one of Mrs. Rathbone's favourite items, the bottle opener. There's a little hole in here. That is for removing nails. And we have a hammerhead too. There is something slightly different about this hammerhead, and it took me a few hours to work out what it was all about. Let's have a close look at that. Okay, so what we have is this this milled out section here, and it's got a magnet in there, and I thought, what's that all about? But I'll show you what that's all about later on when we get into the workshop. Over here we have the screwdriver, ratcheting screwdriver, as you can see. Lock it off there. Here you can see all the driver bits and the sockets you get with it, and the little adapter for said. Here is the nail puller. Sounds painful, but it's not that painful really. And here we have the bottle opener. And Mrs. Rathbone will be showing you just how well she can open bottles with this. Now this little tool here is very similar to something I have had for more than 10 years, I think. I've had this little fellow. Not used it much yet. Again, this comes with a load of sockets. It is ratchetable head. You can also angle the head, but you can't use it as a hammer. Anyway, let's get back to the tool in question here. This little fellow, because I like, as you know, I like me gadgets and gizmos, little things. Let's say we've got a hammer. It's quite, as a screwdriver, it's quite ergonomic to get hold of. It's quite nice actually, look. It's not uncomfortable at all to hold. It's quite heavy. How much does it weigh exactly? I've not weighed it yet. Okay, let's pop it on. That's 391 grams, or 13 3/4 of an ounce then. And it is, let's have a look for you guys, let's have a look roughly as I can. It's looking like 228 millimeters long, if you like that in imperial, about 9 inches long. And it's constructed, this will be a stainless steel, I think, powder coated. This is a fairly flexible rubbery plasticky material here that keeps the sockets and screwdriver bits together. The hammerhead itself again is plastic again. We have a plastic collar around here that controls the ratchet, and we have this quite polished, well, I'd imagine it's probably stainless steel, polished stainless steel, I could be wrong. And so you can use it like a screwdriver or as a hammer. I think what we better do is get it down into the workshop and see exactly what it'll do down there. Okay then guys, so here we are in the workshop with the multifunctional hand tool kit. I've got some bits and pieces set out here for us to test. What I think we'll do is we'll start with this interesting hammer. And you'll remember it's got this interesting cutout in it with a little magnet in there. What's that all about? What that is all about is, well, how many times have you bashed your finger while trying to put a nail in? I mean, I think I've done it a time or two, and that's what this is all about. Boink. Look at that. Holds it for you. Let's give it a go then. There we go. It's in. Then all you've got to do is drive it the rest of the way in. Done a fairly decent job of that, and it hasn't damaged the face of the hammer either. Okay then, while we're discussing hammers and nails, let's see if we can extract this nail, which is one of these, with the nail extractor, shall we? So basically it's a simple job of just sliding the tool over the nail head like so. There we go. Now let's see what it'll do, shall we? See if it does what it says, it does what it's supposed to do. Right, now as this is a long nail, we sort of reached a point where we can't get any more leverage on there, so what we do is pop a little bit of wood underneath it. This is a trick I learnt from my father, by the way. And it goes on the floor. There's the nail, just picked it up off the floor, and no damage to the nail extractor part of the tool either. Okay, so here we have a nice selection of screws that I'm sure many of you will have seen on some of my other reviews. We're going to try and get them into this bit of wood then. Okay, so we'll start by making a hole just here. We'll try starting with the smaller slot-headed driver. Pop that in there. Then we'll go into the tool itself and select, let's try this driver if we can get it out. Hang on. Right, there it is. I'll try this flat drive. Will it fit in there? Yes, it will. Okay. Get it in the tip, which is held in magnetically, look. Hopefully, there we go, sucked in by the magnet there. It's quite a strong magnet too. Right, let's see what it'll do. Let's get the ratchet going. Not that way. There we go. Right in. Very easy then. Very good. Piece of cake there then. Right in. Where's the larger of the two screws? Here it is. We'll make another hole here for it. Pop it in. Let's back this out a bit. There we go. Right in. Put it in the screw again. Once again, it's a piece of cake. It's quite a comfortable tool to use. No hot spots that I'm aware of. Oh, that's interesting. Although we can actually use it like this too if you wish to. Like a T-bar, which will stop it collapsing. Now we're getting to some tightness here. Look at that. All the way down. Has it screwed it to my bench? No. Okay. Okay, I have swapped out the driver bit for the larger of the two Phillips bits in there. We'll try these two screws because it fits both of them actually. Right, let's get a hole going for the smaller of the screws, like so. Get it in there. Once again, no bother at all. In it goes. It's quite good actually. Let's get a hole going for the much larger screw here. Get that in there. Oops. Once again, it's getting tight, so we know what's going to happen. It'll probably want to fold up on us again. Let's have a look, see if it does. So far so good. Blimey, I could do with doing a bit taller actually. Being a bit taller. Right, there we go. Nice. That's all 4 screws in then. Shall we check the driver bits for damage? Well, here's the Phillips bit I used. Can't see any damage on there at all, can you guys? I certainly can't. Here is the flat driver pipe bit. No damage on that side. None on that side either. Here you can see the sort of damage that can happen to a cheapo driver bits. Here we have a cheapo flat driver bit, and you can see the damage that's occurred to this one. Not used them very much at all, these ones really. They're just cheap and nasty bits. Those bits are in this very, very inexpensive cheapo nasty screwdriver. Now I have a selection of nuts and bolts that we can try with it. In order to tighten nuts and bolts up, we're going to have to use this little adapter here. If I can get it out, they're held in fairly securely. Right, there it is. You've seen these things before on the channel. And it simply pops in thusly in the end. Interestingly, none of the sockets supplied will actually fit this large nut here, so we will pop over here and borrow this 13mm socket off this little set here, and we can do this because it is exactly the same 1/4" square drive as the adapter supplied with the tool here. Okay then, so we can use the driver like a screwdriver if we wish to tighten it up like so, relatively tight. Let's turn it the other way around. There we go, loose again. Or we can turn it into like a normal socket styley. Right, and pop it on again, and we should be able to get a nice, there we go, good tighten like so, and that is fairly tight, look. Try and get it off. Ugh, blimey, I've done it tight. Cool. There we go then. Okay, so we'll go down a size in nut and bolt again, and once again I'm going to have to borrow this 10mm socket from the same kit you just seen. Right, let's give it a go. And there we go, it's tightened already. Give it a little extra tweak, like so, and that is once again pretty tight. Let's get it off. There we go again. Sweet. Okay, so we'll drop down another size, and this time we can make use of the 8mm socket that actually comes with a tool. There we go. Right, let's tighten it up. There we go, get it on there, and that's tight. Once again, we'll loosen it off. Hopefully. There we go. No damage to the end of the socket then. Let's have a look. Not that I can see. And here we have a very small little nut and bolt here, and we can use the onboard 7mm socket this time. Let's give it a go. Spin it down, there we go. Right, and lock him off. There we are. That's definitely nice and tight. It's not going anywhere now. Better get it off. Yeah, it works a treat. Very good little set. Okay then, so it can do what it promises. It's not bad at all really, quite like it. Little hammer, a screwdriver, socket set, whatever you like, it's good. Remove old nails with it. What we'll do is, we'll just pop by the kitchen and see how Mrs. Rathbone gets on with the bottle opener, and then we're back to the studio.
So they push it like that. God, I can't even push it. Yeah, that's really, really easy.
Okay then guys, so it did rather well in the workshop. Mrs. Rathbone found it very easy to open a bottle with it, and I quite like it too. Bit of an interesting looking tool, slightly different, quite like it. Alright then guys, I hope you enjoyed this review. If you did, please feel free to subscribe, especially if you're a new viewer, and don't forget to click on this little button here. It gives you the option to receive updates as to when I publish a new video, and you can share it with your friends, you can click like. You can also follow me on Instagram too, because that's where I put up all the new stuff when I get it in. Alright then guys, well thank you very much for watching, thank you for your support. And I hope you'll pop round again another day, because I'm sure I'll have something else for you to see. Alright then guys, catch you later then. Bye.
Rough.